Hello there. Today I'm going to be playing Frostpunk. I have played this game before, and I have completed a few of the scenarios, but it's been a while since I played, and yeah, I probably forgot everything by now. So they have updated the game, and they added in endless mode, which I will eventually try, but for now I think I'm just going to play the main story again. So there's a new home, the Arks, refugees, and the Fall of Winter home. I've already done a new home, but just for people that have never seen it before, I guess we can start here. So yeah, we're gonna click that. We are definitely going to customize because, I'm good at like strategy games, but this game is like unforgiving. It's absolutely brutal. So we're actually going to move it down to easy. Now, no judgments, please. If you play this game yourself, you definitely know how hard it is. So yeah, we're going to start. I'm probably going to cut through this loading screen and just load up where it is a cutscene, so I will see you there.
We roam the still, cold world. No horizon in sight. The rulers of old, stripped of pride and glory. It feels as yesterday we were turning the wheels of progress. Until the frost stopped it all. Suddenly, without a warning. When tides had changed, they changed for all of us, no matter wealth or class. We've lost our world to snow. And with it, our last traces of humanity. We bid farewell to plenty, and for those who remained, came the time to adapt. We decided to leave our homes and head north. We roamed for weeks, maybe months, leaving behind all the things we once believed had made us. It was hope that pushed us forward. Slowly, step by step. We knew the cost of our journey, and we paid the price 100 times. Finally, the time has come to build the last city on Earth.
Alright, so here we are, a new home. We fled from London and crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. On the way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the site of the generator, only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard? Are there any other people, or any other, are there any others out there? Sorry about that. Whatever we do, we should expect the worst now that the world as we know it has crumbled. We have to survive. Alright, so we are at the generator. And if you don't know, if you didn't, I guess I didn't really give any backstory to this game. So basically, these generators were built by the humans. I don't really know if they knew the frost was coming or not, but it seems like they did, since they preemptively build these generators, and it's just to keep them warm. You know, like the last surviving humans, they all flock to these places, and yeah, so we are here, and fight the cold. We need to get the generator working. It provides heat and power to the other buildings. Without it, we'll freeze to death. Stockpile some coal and start the generator. Okay. So, yeah, these are our little people here. And if you go out to like the outskirts of the map, you'll find all these little like wood crates, steel wreckage, coal is right here. Now that is super important. And these are our workers and these are our engineers, and as the game goes on, I'll kind of explain a little bit more of what that is. So I'm going to put as many people as I can on coal, because we definitely need that to get the generator going. Steel and wood crates. Okay, so there's that. I'm actually going to put more people on coal, just because I kind of want to, because your people can't collect at night. They'll be like in here sleeping and everything, so you want to get as much as you can during the day. So there's that. So you'll see them. They're kind of trekking out into the snow, going to collect some stuff. And this little house symbol, 80 homeless. So nobody has a home right now, which is not good. Obviously, you'll be cold at night. So we got to do something about that. I'm assuming those are all the kids right there. So we can go to our construction panel, and we can build these tents. I mean, like I said, I'm no expert at this game, but I try to keep them all kind of centrally located, so, they can stay as warm as I can get them. So that's all we can build right now. You can also, your little path button, and you can build roads out. Which you'll need, because they won't be able to get here, I don't believe, unless you build roads, so we're out of wood, so that's all we can build right now. Alright, so let's see here. So yeah, everyone's collecting stuff, and we'll wait for them to get back. Let's see, do we have any coal yet? Oh no, coal's up here. Oh yeah, we have coal. Forgot how to turn this on. Oh yeah, we just push that. Okay, so now our generator is on, and oops, click on that again, and that's kind of our radius, I guess, as to how how the heat spreads. I'm pretty sure these will still get warm. Oh, what's this? The generator hums with reassuring warmth, but we shouldn't take it for granted. If the generator goes down, the city dies. Be mindful of coal reserves. Now food. There will be no city if we starve to death. Secure a way to provide raw food and build a cookhouse to prepare meals. Alright, so it's all coming back to me now. So we can go into our building panel. Food. And we don't have any wood because we kinda bum rush the shelters, but we'll have some wood here soon enough. Yeah, you can kind of see them coming in. I thought there was a, let's see if I can find it here. I thought there was like a speed button. Nope. It's not really much to do right now, so... Oh, right here. Okay. So we'll just go ahead and speed it up a little bit. Kind of let them do their thing. You can see it's getting dark. Now, see that horn... as he said, end of shift, so they'll all come back, and they'll kind of hang out here. And the reason why none of these were built is because they were all out working, so there was nobody to build them. But let's see if we can build a cookhouse now. So yeah, let's build that. And we actually already have a bunch of raw food, 150, but it has to be converted into like cooked food. I don't believe you can eat raw food. I'm not quite sure on that, but yeah. So you'll see our homelessness situation's going down. It's because we're building homes, so that's good. It doesn't look like everyone's going to get a house tonight, though, so, I mean, it is what it is. You know, we just got here, so we'll have to build up a little bit. So, yeah. So you come with food, but what you're going to have to do eventually is, obviously, get more food. So, I'm going to build a hunter's hut, and every night, they'll go out, and they'll hunt, and they'll, you know, bring back more food. So we'll definitely need that right off. So we'll do that. I'm just going to speed up things a little bit more because there's, you know, they're just building stuff. So people from our convoy, with basic resources secured for now, we can try to rescue the people we left behind. Build a beacon, scout Frostland, and save as many survivors from our expedition as possible. You'll need a workshop to design plans for more advanced buildings. So, this is kind of where it gets interesting, because you can open up a tech tree with your workshop, and you can just, you know, you can advance, basically, you know, find new technology and new buildings and stuff like that. So, but it doesn't look like we really have any resources right now, so we'll have to wait until tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and, can I not build that out? Yeah, I want to connect those, otherwise they won't have, oh, we're just out of lumber. Okay, so we'll just fast forward it until, oh yeah, and that's another thing too. I told you guys this game was unforgiving. Like, it's no joke. There's just, you know, they're needy people. So we still have 30 homeless. We also have one sick though. So as the game progresses, obviously, I mean, you're in the frigid cold. People are gonna get sick. So yeah, we got to take care of that too. So we'll just continue to fast forward. And that's the same horn, just, you know, saying it's day and get to work. So, oh, and also, Book of Laws. I'm not sure if we can get one yet. But, can we get one yet? It kind of looks like it. So, I'll just kind of briefly go over this. Basically, what it is I mean, just kind of think of yourself as a leader, and these are, you know, the laws that you're passing. So there's lots of different things you can do, like fighting arena. Nothing relieves tension better than watching a few rounds of an all-out slugfest. So it's just kind of, you know, an entertainment thing. Have people forget about all their troubles, you know, it just keeps people happy. Emergency shift, you can force people to work I think a 24-hour shift if you know, really need to get something done. This is one thing that I definitely went for, and, you know, it sucks, but, so, child shelters, you can send them to, like, a daycare thing during the day, while the adults are out working, so they'll be taken care of and they don't have to go to work. Or, alternatively, you can send them to work. So basically, there aren't enough hands to do all the work. We'll allow children to be employed in safe workplaces like cookhouses or hothouses. So you can send them to work, but you can choose to only send them to do safe things like collecting materials, cooking, albeit probably not the safest thing, you know, knives and hot cook stoves and whatever, but you can do that. And I usually do, just because it's like, it's all hands on deck, people. Like, we're in an emergency situation. Let's go, let's get this done. So that's going to be the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to sign that into law. And then we will be able, see, now they don't like it. Kids should be learning, not working. Surely we can find a way to educate some of them. You know, in a sense, I would agree in a perfect world, but this is definitely not a perfect world. So, we're just going to have to get things done the only way we can. So, And you will see, now that you have that into law, you'll have a children tab. And you can send them to work. So, it is what it is. Let's see if we can find a place for them to go here. Not sure. Oh, it's because I have 15 on that. So we need... I mean, we're really trying to build stuff here, so let's get as much wood as we can. And we have workers and engineers. Why aren't they working? Get to work. Alright, so... coal pile, definitely. Coal. I think we have enough coal for now, and I don't really see anything else. Oh, what's this? I mean, we have a lot of steel. Yeah, screw it. Just put them on steel. Okay, so, yeah, we have to finish this road right here. So we'll grab that, finish that off, connect these. Boom, bam, done. Okay, so what we have to do, we actually have to do two things. We need a medical post to heal our sick people, and we need a workshop. Right there, I guess. So resources, tech, workshop. I probably should have built that a little farther away, but whatever. I just plop it down wherever it fits, and then like later on in game, I'm like searching around for 10 minutes trying to find one building because I have no, structure or pre-planning. Okay, so that's done, and they're gonna build that. And yeah, we're kind of well on our way. Actually, now that we kind of have wood trickling in, we're gonna go build some more tents so we can get all our people inside. Why is that all funky? It's probably because I built the workshop in the wrong place. So we have ooh, no, what's that? How did that happen? Shoot. How do I get rid of that? Cancel. Oh my god, I just totally messed up the whole order of things, but that's okay. Alright, we'll just put that there. Oh, we can, okay, so that works. Okay, so we have two, and now we need a third one right there. And we'll make sure we have our paths going. Where's that? Oh, and it just needs to be connected here. Okay, so there's that. That should be fine. They're still out collecting. Oh, is our hunter's hut done? It is. So, only adults can do this. And max 15. The more people you have on this, the more food they will get. So, I mean, we have quite a bit of coal, but I don't really want to let up on that. I just kind of want to keep it coming in at a really good pace. Our cookhouse is also done too. So we'll put people on there. People there. I really want to max that out. So just one cook for now. Let's see if we can snag one more. Just take it from there. Okay, so we got 15 hunters now. Tent. I thought I put down a path, but maybe not. We'll just make sure, I guess. Alright, so that's that. And our workshop's being built. Medical tent's being built. No discontent. Hope is not as good as it could be. Basically, what the decisions and things that you decide to do in game will ultimately affect of how your people are going to feel, act towards you, whatever. So one main objective fulfilled. Eventually, as time goes on, they will ask you to do other things. If houses aren't being heated properly, they'll ask you to heat houses, that type of stuff. Obviously, if you fail, they won't, feel very well towards that. Stuff like that. And one controversial law. Obviously, they don't want to send their kids to work, but it's what we have to do. So, and I'm just going to fast forward this, because it's... Oh, and there are hunters right there going out. Going out to catch some food, so that's good. I don't see any food being converted. They can probably only do that during the day, so that sucks. I probably should have been a little bit more up on that, so... But that's okay. Okay, so that sound means we can introduce a new law. So, let's see. There's another thing too, like food additives. You can put sawdust in your food, but people really don't like that for obvious reasons, and it can make your people sick. There's also soup, which I don't think it can make your people sick, but they also don't like it. It's just not very, if you had to eat soup every day, I'd probably hate that too. So I think we'll probably hold off on that. I mean, if things get really dire in our food, stockpiles, we'll think about it, but we'll leave that alone for now. So there's also another thing, radical treatment. So I think it's basically... Okay, alright, let me explain it like this. So sustain life, they can't save people, they'll keep them alive. And basically what that means is they tie up a bed and just eat up your resources. I know that sounds absolutely horrible for me to put it like that, but that's the way it is. I mean, when resources are cut thin, you gotta be drastic. So radical treatment, basically they'll do everything they can to save the gravely ill we'll try everything to cure the gravely ill, from invasive surgery to amputations. So they'll cut off arms and stuff like that, which is, like sustain life, we won't risk amputations or with radical treatment. So you kind of got to pick and choose. Do you want to have them taking up your resources and beds in your hospitals, or do you want to cut off their arm and send them on their way? So we're probably going to sign that now, just preemptively. And yeah, so that is that. And I'm just going to speed it up here. Wait for morning. Oops. What's that? Okay, so our medical post is done. Now this is where your engineers come into play, because only your engineers can be like the doctors. Only your engineers can work in the workshop, stuff like that. It's kind of more of a specialized job, so, so we'll find our engineers. Children there. Where are the engineers? Workers. Okay, engineers right here. So we will go ahead. Cookhouse is good. Where's my medical post? Right there. We'll max that out, get a full staff, take care of our sick people, because now we have 3. No homeless, though. I have a feeling that those sick people probably came from the fact that they were homeless, so hopefully, now that they aren't sleeping outside in the cold, they won't get sick. So we'll also max out our workshop. And I think they have to... Oh, no, we can add now. So, the thing that it wants me to do first is to get a beacon. Basically, a beacon, you send it out into the wasteland, frostland, whatever it's called. And you can set up like missions, like go exploring, find other people, stuff like that. So we'll start that. research that. You can also build multiple workshops, and I think research faster. But since we're kind of, everyone's pretty busy, so we'll just stick with one for now. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward. Coal pile depleted. So that is an eventuality that I'm going to have to deal with. Like these little node things right here. Oh, child injured at work. Okay, so I will get back to that thought I was just at, but I'll address this. So, child got distracted at work and has been injured. The accident was not serious and happened entirely due to the child's carelessness. All right. So, this is a conundrum you're dealt with. So, give this kid the day off and risk, other people not seeing that as fair, or scold this kid for being careless. Now, I think I'm going to give this kid the day off because, it's not fair that the kid has to work in the first place. So, and the fact that she got injured, I feel kind of bad about that. So, it happens. If I got hurt at work, I wouldn't expect to get yelled at. It just happens. Mistakes happen. So, give this kid the day off. And that actually raised their hope a little bit. So that's good. Oh yeah, okay. So these nodes will eventually disappear. And you will have to find alternative sources. So that's something we'll definitely have to deal with at some point, and you do that by research through the workshop. So yeah, we'll get there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fast forward till there's something interesting to deal with, and we're doing pretty good on food. We have more than when we started, so that's good. Oh, and we actually got another problem. Alright, so family is torn apart. Sir, a woman came forward after we built the workshop. She said that her husband and daughter didn't reach a city with the main group, but she's sure they're still out there. She wants to join the first scout team we'll send out. She urges you to hurry. So, that's the thing that we're doing now. We're building a beacon right now, so yeah, I'm working on it. I understand what's going on. It's not good all the way around. So and that's actually almost done. We're at 86%. So, sometime in the morning tomorrow, we'll get that going. Weather changes. So this is another. That's not what I wanted. So that's another thing. You'll notice up here. Somewhat time on day 5, it's going to be getting colder, and then it will raise up again, get warmer. Now that's something that you're going to have to deal with, obviously. The colder it gets, the more heat you're going to have to produce, the more coal you're going to have to burn, and the less your people are going to want to work and be productive, obviously. But, so, yeah. And we can actually sign in a new law, so I will kind of go over this, but I don't think it's something I'm going to go for. Child labor, all jobs. So not only can you force the kids to work, but you can actually force them to do all jobs. And that's, obviously the dangerous ones too, but I don't think we'll do that. It's basically, just collecting stuff, cooking. That's all I'm looking for. I don't really think we need this, so we'll hold off on that. Another thing that I'm going to have to watch out for eventually is body disposal. So I think I'm probably going to get cemetery now. No matter what dire situation you're in, unless it's really dire, I don't think you need to just dump people in a hole. I think that's a little bit much. I think we could probably go with the cemetery, and at least bury them in the ground, and that's something that, unfortunately, you'll have to deal with pretty pretty soon, so we'll just go ahead and sign that into law now, and actually raise their hope quite a bit, so that's nice. And we'll just fast forward from here. Oh, actually, what's going on here? What's this? Okay, so they're just being treated. Yeah, so that's, as long as you have a medical post, patients, they'll be in here getting treated. It'll tell you how long they are going to take to recover, 12 hours, 23 hours, about a day, whatever. And I think the more workers you have in here, the less it takes for them to recover, so yeah. And we're taking care of them, so... Alright, oh, what happened? I thought I was fast forwarding. Alright, another problem. A protective mother. A mother has refused to let her daughter go to work, afraid she'll get injured. We could look the other way this time, but others might see it as unfair. Now, the little girl getting injured was one thing, but I just, I just can't. Because then it's, if it's not alright for one, then it's not alright for all, you know what I mean? So, you gotta be fair all across the board, So, we'll fast forward again. And it's morning. Beacon research, sweet. So, well, first let's pick a new technology so we can get right on that and I don't forget about it. So, resources, I guess we kind of have our nodes out there still, so it's not an absolute urgent need yet, so we'll get faster gathering first, I guess. Well, yeah, we'll get faster gathering first, I think. And then, what was I doing? Oh yeah, okay. Sorry, build a beacon. Tech. So we'll build this beacon. Again, I don't really have a rhyme or reason for this, so we'll just plop it anywhere it can fit. I probably could have spaced this out better. Yeah, why not? So that's going to be built. We'll hook a road to it, because that's probably important. Good enough. Oh, and another thing too is, and I mean, I don't know how I feel about this, but if you research something like burials, now they want me to build a cemetery. So, and if you don't, they get mad at you. Like what is that? So, like, just because I research something doesn't mean I immediately want to build it. So, we'll go ahead and build that. Get that up. I probably shouldn't have built it right next to the hospital. Probably doesn't make people feel the cheeriest, walking right past the graveyard. But it's easier, for the transportation, I suppose. So, yeah. I mean, things are going pretty good. We'll get this beacon up. Halfway done, so we'll fast forward. Beacon built. So, okay. Yeah, and that just, puts a little balloon up there, and then we can go out into the wasteland and search for other survivors, among other things. Like, we can go find resources, food, whatever, so that'll be good. Alright, so Lost Expedition crash site. So this is where they want, everyone wants to go first. So numerous tents, we can see people moving about. They must be the lost members of our expedition. So we want to send people there, but also first we have to actually make a scout party. So it takes 40 wood and 5 workers. So yeah, we'll do that now. So Lost Expedition, go. and it'll take time for them, 10 hours, 48 minutes, for them to get there. So yeah, we're doing pretty good. But yeah, I think I'm actually going to end it here. I think this is a pretty good start to our little last city, and we'll come back and see if we can't find those survivors, and yeah, that sounds good. So yeah, join me in the next video, and I will see you there.